What's going on, guys? Welcome to Fantasy Scholars. Today I want to go over 5 waiver wire pickups for week 8. So the first waiver wire pickup I have is Garrett Cooper. Garrett Cooper has been on fire over really the past 2 weeks. Last week he hit 550 with 3 home runs and 8 RBIs. His overall season average is now at 259, and he does have that power going. He's only 28% owned, and definitely a guy to look at because the Marlins, they have quite a bit of injuries. He does actually have an injury. Garrett Cooper actually has an injury right now, but he's considered day-to-day and should be ready to go tomorrow or even off the bench today. But with Brian Anderson out for a while, I think over a month, Garrett Cooper is a guy who's going to get more playing time, and that's really going to help boost his value. Up next, we have KESTON HIURA. Now, KESTON HIURA is so interesting because I kind of rip on him a lot, but he is back and he's on the waiver wire. He's only 59% owned, and this is a guy who's drafted as one of the top second basemen this year, really in the top 70, top 60 overall for players. And he's definitely a guy you should go take a gamble on and try to get onto your team because he's got that raw power. He will strike out quite a bit, but he still is really talented for only 24 years old. And if he's on the waiver wire, go after KESTON HIURA. Up next, we have Brad Miller. Now, Brad Miller has been on fire this season. He's hitting, 319 with 5 home runs, and he has 3 stolen bases. He's only 28% owned. I think he's a better option for NL-only leagues or deeper mixed leagues because I don't see him keeping that average up. But he's going to be a pretty solid power hitter for the remainder of the season. So he's definitely worth a look at in deeper leagues and NL-only leagues. Up next, we have JURICKSON PROFAR. Now, JURICKSON PROFAR is on a really, really good team, one of the best teams in all of baseball right now with the San Diego Padres, and he's a very versatile, solid player. I like him in NL-only leagues and in deeper mixed leagues, but what's really interesting about him is his 8 steals this season. He's not a huge stolen base guy, but 8 steals this season is really nice to see. He is getting playing time on the Padres. They just activated him on May 17th, and he's a really good versatile player that can get some home runs for you, have a solid average with some nice RBIs, get plenty of runs, and now he's stealing bases, so that is a huge, huge boost right there for his value. He's 31% owned and definitely worth a look at in NL-only leagues and deeper leagues, and maybe even shallow leagues. It kind of depends on if you can keep these steals going because those are really valuable stolen bases. And lastly, we have FRAMBER VALDEZ. Now, FRAMBER VALDEZ is 54% owned and is making his debut on Friday. In mixed leagues, I would go after him. In AL-only leagues, definitely go after him if you're in a shallow league or a deeper league. But definitely a shallow league too, guys, because this guy was really, really good last season. He got hurt right when, I guess, spring training, he got hurt, and he was out for the entire beginning of the season, and now he's making his debut on Friday. And this is a guy who had a 3.57 ERA last year with 76 strikeouts and 5 wins. He's on the Astros. He's going to get plenty of wins, and I think he's going to have a very, very solid ERA. Yet again, hopefully his injury is not too severe where it's going to really impact him this season, but I think he will be very solid and a great boost to any pitching staff. Thank you all for watching. More videos on the way.